go like an expert waiter. He disappeared inside the cottage. Del topped up her glass and sagged back in the chair. Perhaps she should make some excuse and go home. As Nick emerged from the house, an owl hooted from a nearby tree. He went to the porch rail and peered into the moonlit gardens, looking suddenly mysterious. A shadowy silhouette of a man, tall, lean, and straight-backed. Sandy red hair luminous in the pale porch lights. His chiseled profile sent a familiar shiver of desire through her. Nick had no right to be so handsome. Of course, that wasn't the main reason why she loved him. She loved him for his intelligence and kindness and integrity, for his respect and his commitment to his family, even when they made things hard for him. Although she did wish that he'd stand up to his father more. Nick had put Carson on a pedestal that she wasn't sure the man deserved. But Nick's good qualities far outweighed his few faults. They were a perfect match. She was serious, and he made her laugh. She obsessed over her career, and he reminded her that there was more to life than work. He rang her every day, made the best coffee ever, and had perfect timing when it came to thoughtful gestures. Nick had a way of always making her feel special. Well, almost always. Not tonight. What on earth was he doing now? Fussing about the antique jardiniers ranged along the slate veranda, pulling the odd weed from the rainbow plantings of hyacinths, anemones, and early daffodils. "Have a look," he called. "A triple bloom. Very rare." "I'll pass," said Del. "Oh, come on, sweetheart. You'll be impressed, I promise." Del breathed a small sigh, put down her champagne flute, and joined him. A giant tulip grew in the centre of the pot, holding its head high above its modest companions, putting them all to shame. She had to admit it. The flower was spectacular. Del took a closer look. The bright blue tulip, shaded with orange, seemed to glow with an inner fire. The colours reminded her of an azure kingfisher, her favourite bird. And then she recalled something her mother had once told her. There's no such thing as a blue tulip. Nick lightly stroked her hair, his touch electric. "Pick it." Del brushed the smooth flower with her fingertips, then plucked it from the pot by its crystal stem. Nestled within the translucent petals was a ring. Nick extracted the jewelled band and went down on one knee. "Marry me," he said, his voice thick with emotion. Del couldn't speak. She didn't have to. Her eyes said yes. Nick slipped the ring on her finger, and they sealed their betrothal with a kiss. She closed her eyes and relaxed into Nick's arms. This was, without doubt, the happiest moment she'd ever known. Bright future lay ahead of them, a future filled with joy and love. Life didn't get any better than this. Chapter 2. Del climbed from Nick's bed, basking in the warm afterglow of dawn lovemaking. He reached out and murmured her name, eyes still closed. Del kissed him, whispering for him to go back to sleep. She wanted to get home, to shower and change, to properly process the events of last night. She couldn't do that here. Nick was way too much of a distraction. After work, she'd head straight back to Westbrook so they could announce their engagement to his parents. It would be a magical night, a true celebration. Del dressed and tiptoed from the cottage, relieved to have a reasonably clear head after all the celebratory glasses of champagne. "Don't count your chickens," she told herself. Hangovers could kick in later. She glanced skywards as she hurried to her car. The day should be brightening, but a cold front had moved in overnight, bringing dark clouds and driving rain. Del turned on her car's headlights, crossing the Red River Bridge and splashing through occasional patches of water lying over the road. Hard to believe that last night's clear skies had changed so quickly. Del yawned, feeling wearier than she'd realised. She should have taken the day off. She should have fallen back to sleep.